Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.
Hello, welcome back to another Quality Control podcast. I am Michael, and joining me...
I'm Forrest, hey.
And, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so, there was this big thing called the Grammys that happened, fairly recently. It happened a little while ago, but we needed a little bit of time to prepare for this since that.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And so we were like, I was thinking about it, and the biggest thing that happened to the Grammys, because the Grammys this year were fucking boring.
Yeah, they were.
Was Kanye West made a little bit of a splash or whatever by
my favorite.
he was talking some shit about Beck or some shit. I don't know. He didn't even really talk that much shit about Beck, but he said that Beyonce should have won Best Album. And I don't know that much about Beyonce, but I do know a lot about Kanye West.
Fun fact, she's married to Jay-Z.
I do know that. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to set the bar somewhere.
I've listened to some Beyonce, and I think she's very talented, but I just don't listen to that much Beyonce.
That's fair.
But I got me thinking, wow, everybody knows Kanye West is this like extremely vocal asshole that is just this media presence. But I don't know how many, at least the people in my friend group or whatever, know that Kanye West is actually a musical genius.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to Kanye West. I don't know, like you said, out of our friends group who listen, but I love Kanye West. He's such like a, I don't say cynical, but he's such an egotistical asshole. And I'm glad that the rap and like R&B community has that, because I feel like a lot of people do that persona wrong.
I feel like that too, and I feel like there's a lot of rock stars that do that and don't catch nearly as much flack.
I would agree with that. I can't think of any All-Star? Smash Mouth?
like Kiss and I don't know, Metallica very much.
I know Usher had a song, I don't know how long ago, but pretty much about him cheating on a girl multiple times, but he had his shirt off and he had him showing his abs.
You're talking about Confessions right now.
Is that Confessions?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's in Confessions, but it's that's not a very good thing, but I mean, if you pull it off, you pull it off, I guess.
It's a very good song. But here's the thing. I guess so I got this idea that we were gonna do this album retrospective of both Kanye West, and then later I added Eminem, and we're going to do Eminem in another part. This is the Kanye West part 1. We're doing Kanye West and Eminem both in 2 parts.
Yep.
And this episode, I will introduce each episode as they come. This episode is going to feature the albums College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation.
Yep, and for Eminem, we'll be doing the Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and then the Eminem Show. So three albums of kind of these two artists, I don't know, would you say entering their prime?
I would say that these 3 albums were, Kanye West has a little bit of a comeback with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
But Eminem pretty much flat after this 3-album run. He has some good stuff, but he has no more good full albums, I don't think.
I liked his most recent one, Marshall Mathers LP 2.
Yeah, but I don't think it's nearly as good as his old stuff.
No.
So this first part is kind of why I like these artists.
Yeah, so we're gonna we're gonna jump into Kanye West first. I don't know. How did you want to start? Just kind of go right in. What we liked about it.
Let's start with College Dropout, which is my favorite rap album of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, okay. I hadn't listened. I've always listened to Kanye, but I don't think I've ever gone through his albums like I did. So this will be interesting to hear your perspective of already hearing it and then hearing again, and then me who probably listened to it once before but then never touched it. And now I just got back into it. My favorite songs on there were "We Don't Care," "Never Let Me Down," "Jesus Walks," "Slow Jam," "Through the Wire." I liked a lot of the songs off this album. It I don't know if it's because he was younger, but everything just kind of sounded more genuine. Like he had that attitude that he has now, but it felt more like it was coming from the heart instead of just kind of now in the persona that I think we see him in now.
I know what you mean. His problems, like Kanye West, one of the greatest things about Kanye West is he's very, very honest.
Yeah,
And he's
definitely.
very vulnerable. It's just, in College Dropout, he was going through more relatable problems. In his later albums, he was very honest about his issues with fame, but in College Dropout, he's very honest about his issues trying to make money and trying to live.
Yeah, I didn't know that for Through the Wire he was in a car accident, had like to have his mouth fucking wired shut. I didn't know that. And just to hear him like what he talks about on that song, it's just like wow, that actually happened. And now he's talking about it. And man, the beat was nice, the rhymes were good, and I appreciate that. So
It's really good, because, like, you said Slow Jams, and Slow Jams actually isn't one of my favorites on the album, but it's still, it's such, like, a stupid song premise. It's like, this is a song about slow R&B songs. And that's what it is, but it's done really well.
yeah.
And it's a really good sex song. Slow Jams.
I've heard Jesus Walks before. I actually watched the video. I don't think I've ever watched the video. And that there's just there's just so much passion in this album. I think it's like you said, you know, he's working to fucking make a living instead of already having a living to live off of.
Well, Jesus Walks is interesting, because I actually like the edited version better than the unedited version of that song.
I don't know which one I listened to.
Well, he has some weird line deliveries on the edit or on the unedited version. Like he's on the "we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast." He says shit really weird, but like in the unedited version, it's like "we eat pieces of like you for breakfast," and it just sounds way more passionate to me, and I don't know why.
I think this Kanye West sounded way more optimistic than like how he sounds now. It sounded like he had out off College Dropout. He had a direction. He knew he wanted to go to wherever that direction was, and you know it was that passion that kind of got him to where he is today. And I don't know if I really kind of. I feel like when I listened to like Yeezus, I didn't really know where he was like going with Yeezus, but I mean we'll cover at least Yeezus later on. But I definitely appreciate like the optimism, being like, you know, I am a new rapper. People didn't really trust in me, but fuck it.
Yeah, he has his entire history on Last Call, man. Like his entire history as a rapper.
Yeah.
Like that shit. That shit is. I really like the song Last Call, but I can only listen to that every once in a while.
Yeah, I get that.
For my best songs on this album, I have Spaceship, Never Let Me Down, We Don't Care, and Through the Wire.
Spaceship was... God, what was that sampled from?
Isn't it like...
Marvin Gaye?
Maybe. I forgot what the sample in Spaceship was, but I have it open so I can just click on it.
Whoa!
I know.
Science!
Yeah, it's from Marvin Gaye, Distant Lovers. You're absolutely correct.
I only know that because my mom listens to a lot of Marvin Gaye.
Like this had really personal, or this album had really personal songs on it. But even its fun songs, I kind of really like New Workout Plan.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's a song that I probably wouldn't like, but the beat of that song is amazing. And it clearly
it was interesting.
It clearly has this Daft Punk influence to it.
Oh, I hope that doesn't spark anything else in the future.
Let's see. Breathe In, Breathe Out's kind of fun. There's something I want to mention. It's that, like, School Spirit, which is, like, kind of the song that the album builds to. It's not my favorite song on the album. I think it's weird that it's the only song that's the edited version is on Spotify.
What?
School Spirit, School Spirit, motherfucker.
Yeah, why is the unedited version on Spotify? What the fuck?
Yeah, they have the explicit version of every other song except for that one.
I don't understand. Why would you do that?
Me neither.
All right, let's move down the list here to.
Oh, well, there's one song that I do not like on this album, and that's Hit 'Em High.
Yeah, that one didn't sound very. That wasn't really for him.
No, it didn't work very well. He already has a better smoking song with Breathe In, Breathe Out on the album.
Yeah.
And I just didn't think it worked. And also I want to say that I tried right before this to go into 2 words and count the syllables, like count the stressed syllables on every line to see if it followed the pattern. And I wasn't able to do that because I got confused, but I don't think it fully follows the pattern, but I think it does pretty well and it sounds good.
Yeah, I agree. Excuse me.
So yeah, we can move to late registration.
Late registration. God, I really liked Roses and Mama. I really like those 2 songs. Those were a couple of songs. They just sounded really genuine, and that again, he was like, as he was spinning his lyrics, they were being directed at something, and it came out of my laptop and was just kind of in my face, and I like that.
I actually have Roses and Hey Mama on my favorites from that album as well.
Good songs.
And I don't.
This podcast is rigged. Throw it out.
I don't like. I don't like Lupe Fiasco that much.
I found that out like 3 days ago.
Yeah. But I really like Touch the Sky, actually.
Okay. I can appreciate that, I suppose.
And let's see. What other songs? Bring Me Down's pretty good. I think there's a couple lines in that I'm like, what are you talking about? But other than that...
I feel that way about Kanye West just in general sometimes. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. I liked Addiction. Crack music. I didn't really like crack music that much with The Game.
I also didn't like crack music. But I liked The Game, but I didn't like that song.
Everyone's favorite Gold Digger is on this album. And if you don't like Jamie Foxx by now, you can go fuck yourself.
I'm also not a fan of Gold Digger.
What? Gold Digger's great.
It was overplayed as shit, I thought, for a while.
Yeah, but I haven't heard that song since like 2010. I will listen to that on repeat for 24 hours.
I have. I didn't really like the skits on this album that much.
See, I don't think Kanye West is the type of person to need, like, gaps in between his music. We already know his personality. Why do I need to hear some extra shit?
No, I like the skits on College Dropout, though.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I have my degrees, man.
They were funny, but, like, I already know who Kanye West is and his persona and his attitude. I don't need skits, but that's
Well,
good.
he hasn't... but that's why they're only in, like, his first 2 albums. Like, he doesn't do them anymore.
Yeah, there's only other things he didn't do on his later albums.
And let's talk about the other single from this album, Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
I'll be completely honest, I can't remember how the song goes.
Okay, Diamonds from Sierra Leone has one of my favorite sample flips ever. And that they flip the Diamonds Are Forever, that song by the one lady who's singing about how much she likes diamonds.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's old.
Yeah, but, like, he's talking... In the original version, he's talking about how great he is. He's the diamond. Which I like a lot, and that's the song where he calls himself the international asshole. Which I really enjoy.
Still true.
It is. And then there's another song, the remix with Jay-Z, and I don't like that one as much.
I like Jay-Z on a lot of his early stuff. I don't think I've ever really heard them collab this far back, and I liked it.
Oh yeah, I like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z didn't sound like he was 45.
The reason I don't like the remix with Jay-Z as much is that Kanye tried to make that one more about something where he was like, I'm gonna talk about blood diamonds and the diamond trade in Africa.
Yeah.
Right? But he didn't commit to it and started just doing self-promotion at a certain point. And then he didn't tell Jay-Z about this premise at all, and Jay-Z just rapped about how great he was.
I feel like you guys kind of, one was aiming high, one was aiming low, and you just kind of missed each other.
Yeah, Kanye West was aiming high and, like, just didn't deliver how I wanted him to, and then Jay-Z didn't go for anything at all.
That's fair. Again, I think that was just the case of two artists kind of missing the goal of the song.
Yeah. Oh, and I should probably mention that We Major has Nos on it.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
That song's good. It's not one of my favorite songs on the album, but it's good.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Nos, and I think I feel the same way about Nos, the way you feel about Lupe Fiasco. He's like to me, but if he does a collab, you know, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Nos to a degree, but I'm not like, I don't have any history with Nos
Yeah.
at all. So I just don't have any history with Nos. I don't know. Like, I like what I've heard.
You're a real crowd pleaser.
I am. Do I have anything in my notes about this album that I haven't said? I do not. I did not take very good notes.
You know, notes are for nerds.
They are.
You want to move to the next album? Graduation?
I do want to...
Graduation!
I really like Graduation.
Graduation is... I think it's in my top 3 favorite albums. It might be 2 or 3. I don't know what number 1 is, but it's not my favorite. But I love it a lot.
Oh, for a second, I want to mention that there was a special UK version of Late Registration that had one extra song on it.
What the fuck? Why? Trying to get them euros?
We Can Make It Better was this song. And this song had like Kanye had like a little tiny verse on it. And then there were verses from Common, Q-Tep, Talib Kweli, and some dude named Rhymefest that I've never heard of.
I think it's funny when you haven't heard of an artist, no one's probably heard of them.
I know everybody else on that track, and I thought Q-Tip and Common did really good on that track. And then
from Tribe Called Quest, right?
Yes, Q-Tip's from A Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
And then there's this other guy named, I forgot his name, and I already switched out of the page, so...
If whoever you are, you're listening, we're sorry.
I'm sorry if you're a fan of What's-His-Face. I don't know who... Rhymefest. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Rhymefest, but I don't know who he is. Okay. We were talking about Graduation.
Way to get off track for no fucking reason.
I know.
Alright, Graduation. Graduation has many good songs. What do you think Graduation is his prime?
I think, well, my favorite is still College Dropout, but I think Graduation has the best sound to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Graduation probably has more songs about nothing than any of his other albums, but they're really good songs about nothing.
Yeah, Good Life, Stronger, I really liked Homecoming, even like the intro song, what is it, Good Morning? Good Morning was really, so like, get up, Mr. West, get up!
Good Morning's funny because it's one of the first songs I heard where I started realizing that he had his habit of making a pun based around a huge figure in the civil rights movement was a thing that he just did. Mm-hmm. Because it's a song where he goes like "Fly Malcolm X" by any means necessary.
Yes. I think it's also important to like. Oh, sorry, Lil Wayne was on this album. Ugh. I think it's kind of important to remember like what these two artists were going through at the time. Graduation came out in what year? 2007.
Graduation came out
2007.
In 2007.
I don't know what was happening in 2007 and for Kanye West's personal life, but I'm sure that it affected him. That's my contribution. I'm done.
This album has features from people that I should hate. Like T-Pain and Chris Martin.
Wait, you don't like T-Pain?
I like T-Pain. I'm okay with T-Pain, actually. But T-Pain did really good on this shit, man.
Oh, yeah. I love Good Life. That's one of my favorite songs.
I don't like Chris Martin from Coldplay. But I love... Homecoming is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah. I was looking at the track list when I was listening to this. I saw there was going to be a song with Mos Def. Drunken Hot Girls, and I don't know about you, but I didn't really like that song. I don't know if that's my taste. I don't know.
I thought I wasn't going to, and then I actually did end up liking Drunken Hot Girls.
don't know what about it that I didn't like. I did like Flashing Lights.
I liked Flashing Lights, but I thought it overstayed its welcome.
Mm.
I thought it went on too long.
I felt kind of this other way about Drunk About Girls because that song was over 5 minutes long.
That song was over 5 minutes long. I keep forgetting that. I actually like that song way more than I should.
Damn you, Kanye. You tricked us.
But my least favorite song on the album is the one with Lil Wayne.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that.
Just because it's based around this stupid pun that here's another hit, Barry Bonds. Ha ha ha. Mm-hmm. And like Lil Wayne does that thing that he does where he says a word wrong.
Young Moolah.
And then he says a word wrong and then he's like, haha, I mean this. And he does it twice in the song. He goes, have, I mean have. And
you know, for someone who's so OCD about these kinds of things, I'm sure that drives you nuts. Like, no, why couldn't you just think of something else?
He could have just thought of something else. It would have been so easy for him to just not do that.
You know, you said this earlier when we started talking about Graduation that this album didn't have a lot to it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of wondering if Graduation's a great album, but do you think it might have been kind of the slide into the Kanye we know now? Like, I really like all these songs, but I felt like less of them were he was speaking from that place that College Dropout Late Registration had.
Well, he started as a producer, like that's where he started, and it really shows because his production's amazing, and that is this album is the high point of his production. Mm-hmm. And he has some decent moments in songwriting here. Like he still has some like fun lines, like Stronger has like this big pump up. God, what is, I forgot what the line was. But Stronger has a couple lines that I'm like, yeah.
Do you want to cut to a commercial so we can play that? I can sneak in that line you were thinking of. No.
You should be honored by my lateness that I would even show up to this fake shit. That's it.
Yeah.
I love that line.
I like when Kanye just says bluntly, he bluntly says a play on words, and it's like there's no apology. No,
nothing. And then he ends the official album, not the bonus track album, but the official album, he ends it with Big Brother. Mm-hmm. Which is his love letter to Jay-Z. Which I think is an interesting place to end an album.
I don't know, where else would you fit it in?
Well, I don't know.
I suppose if you think about Homecoming should be the last one, because it's called Homecoming.
Yeah. And then you have his then his bonus songs are Good Night, which is probably where the album should have ended, but that song sounds really unfinished. Like this album is a better album if you leave off the bonus songs, but it also like clearly Good Night was meant to end the album.
Yeah. Hey, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Okay, so I think that's all we have for Kanye today.
I know what I was gonna say. Sorry. Mitchell said one time, I was talking, maybe it was like maybe a year ago, there was like a rumor that like Kanye and Daft Punk were working together again, and he was like, God damn it, I love Daft Punk, but why fucking Kanye West? And I remember reading an interview, I think it was around the time of when Ram came out, and they're like, yeah, we like working with Kanye, he's just so raw in energy. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, well, he's a great producer, and he's one of my favorite rappers. He like tries new things a lot, which is really good, but some of those things really don't work. Yeah, but I mean, I think I don't know if I should say public eye, but I think a lot of people don't appreciate about him is that at least he does different things. At least he doesn't does he rap about the same shit? I don't know. I don't know if I can judge that, but at least he tries new things, and he's always kind of more or less changing. I appreciate that. And he does have like he has these like political activists like I'm gonna get really deep into this rhymes. He just has a lot of fluff in between them. I think one actually my favorite Kanye lines was from the album he did with What was the one he did with Jay-Z? What's that called?
Watch the Throne. We're
Watch
actually
the
going to do
Throne.
that album.
Are we? Oh, well, I like
Yeah.
his line from Otis where he says, "Significant ignorance, write my significant ignorance, write my ignorance in cursive," or something like that. I really enjoy that. When I go back and listen, I'll know the line better. But
Oh yeah, we are going to do Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne is on our list.
wait, why does
However,
that count? That has Jay-Z in it.
well, it's because it is billed as not Eminem. It's billed as Kanye West and Jay-Z. It's not billed as some new band. That's why we're doing Watch the Throne and not Bad Meets Evil.
I was about to say, why aren't we doing Bad Meets Evil then?
I know you were about to say, why aren't we doing Bad Meets Evil? And the real reason we're not doing Bad Meets Evil is because I can't stand
I
Royce
know.
the 5'9".
Yep, there it is. There it is. Fuck you. Maybe I like Royce the 5'9". Maybe you'll do all the shady parts. I'll do all the Royce the 959 parts. It's a
That
collab
wouldn't
within a
make any
collab.
sense.
You'll be like, "Hey, remember I like that Eminem part?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I really like when Royce the 959 said that." And you'd be like, "I fucking hate this."
This has gone on a tangent. We should end this episode and start doing the Eminem Part 1 one.
No, we're doing this. We're doing this just like right here.
We're doing them both in one episode?
Yeah, dude, this is just part one of both artists.
I didn't know that. I thought we were doing Part 1 of each artist.
No, this is the part where I edit in a train crashing in another train because it's a train wreck.
Okay, well, let's see if I can pull up the song lists of those while we're still talking.
This is the part where we do a commercial break. Now we're back. What's the first album?
We're back with Eminem, with Eminem's portion of this, not the real Slim, just the Slim Shady LP.
Man, back when he was still an angry white boy.
He's still a pretty angry white boy. He's less angry on his newer stuff, to
My
be
favorite
fair.
song off this album was Bad Meets Evil featuring Royce the 5'9".
God damn it! I know you're lying to me. Are you really not lying to me?
I enjoyed it. I like Royce the 5'9". I'm sorry you don't.
I know you like Royce the 5'9". That's one of my least favorite songs on this album.
No, I think my favorite song was 97 Bonnie and Clyde.
I can agree with that. I like that song.
I haven't heard a lot of Eminem's like early stuff, and it feels weird to like call myself an Eminem fan, a true Eminem fan, because I haven't listened to his early stuff. I've heard a little bit, but I don't think I've actually gone through all of his albums, some with Kanye, and listened to everything I through. Bonnie and Clyde was fucking awesome.
Do you know the story about that song, right?
I don't, but I could probably, if it's based off the song, I could probably picture it very well.
He brought his daughter into the recording studio to record her shit in that song. Like, that's his actual daughter in the song.
Haley.
Yeah, that's Haley. And he didn't tell Kim that that's what he was gonna do. And he just brought, and she was really mad, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. I don't know. God, I don't know where their relationship was at this point. Probably not good.
Oh no, it's not good for all three of these.
I mean, I think they're on like decent terms. I mean, Eminem's never been one for tabloids, but from what I've heard, they're on okay terms, which is like, okay, I guess everyone does grow up eventually.
So, my favorite song on this album is Brain Damage.
All right, I guess I can see that.
Brain Damage. I also like Just Don't Give a Fuck and Still Don't Give a Fuck.
Yep.
Those songs are great.
Yep.
I hate Come On Everybody.
I felt kind of the Ken Knaff skit made me a little uncomfortable.
No. Ken Kniff is the worst thing Eminem's ever done.
I was like, this is weird.
Ken Kniff, I hate Ken Kniff. Every time he rears his ugly little fucking head, I hate Ken Kniff so much.
It was interesting hearing Dr. Dre rap. I haven't heard him rap in
Was he on anything besides Guilty Conscience?
No.
No, he was on Guilty Conscience, and that's one of my favorite times he raps.
Yeah, I liked it.
I like Guilty Conscience a lot. My Fault used to be one of my favorite songs, but now there's some shit in My Fault that makes me really uncomfortable. Oh, I probably should have put at the beginning of the Eminem segment of this that we're like a little bit of a trigger warning where it's like, hey, we're going to be talking about the shit in Eminem songs.
This is like a spoiler.
not a spoiler. It's just like a little like, hey, we're gonna be talking about the shit Eminem raps about.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
yeah.
Have a little disclaimer. I got you.
And I wanted to bring that up now because My Fault has a bunch of lines about a girl getting molested by her dad.
Yeah.
That Eminem makes into a big joke, and that made me really uncomfortable.
I don't know who that one was for.
Yeah. As the World Turns, maybe kind of uncomfortable too, where Eminem has like a really long story that's like this joke about trying to rape some girl and then some shit happening.
Yeah, I always known that Eminem's like his strongest point besides just rapping was just being able to offend and make people angry. And man, does it shine in his early days? I knew that, but man, I didn't have proof.
It really shines in this album because he's very offensive and
Just doesn't give a shit.
in most of his songs, he's not quite clever enough to back it up yet.
Yet.
It's
just blatantly offensive. It's
just him being offensive to like laugh at people. And it works most of the time. Like, I'm okay. Not it works, but I'm okay with it most of the time in this album. But there's a couple points where I'm like, eh.
Do you know how the whole like Slim Shady title started?
I don't know.
Was that
I don't know.
a thing Dre started calling him?
Yeah, I don't know how he got any of his names. Well, I mean, Eminem is just M&M Marshall Mathers, but I don't know where Slim Shady came from. And yeah, I have no idea. Role Model, which is a song that I think is really funny because this is his first studio album. This is his breakthrough album. This is the one everybody knows.
Uh-huh.
And he took time, like a little bit of time out on Role Model to diss Cage.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, I thought you... Oh, yeah. Okay. I got
You know Cage.
Yeah.
Most people don't fucking know Cage. I don't know why he took time out on his first studio album to diss this guy that, like, I mean, he has fans, but he's nowhere near as big as Eminem is.
Hey, man, you gotta kick them while they're still down. You can't let them rise up.
Yeah. And, you know, the big song off this album was My Name Is, and it's fun, it's goofy, I like it.
Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah, Bad Meets Evil is on this fucking album.
I was talking about the album.
Yeah, we're not gonna do Bad Meets Evil.
Can I do Bad Meets Evil?
If you want to listen to the entirety of Bad Meets Evil and talk about it by yourself, like, you can just go on a tangent on our next video on part 2 and just talk about fucking Bad Meets Evil. I won't care, but I'm not going to listen to Bad Meets Evil.
Okay, I might mention a couple of the songs I liked.
Okay.
Which is all 15.
So that was the Slim Shady LP, which was this big, offensive, he still sounds very, I'm just trying to be offensive, haha,
Yeah,
whatever.
So kind of just laughing at everyone.
Yeah. So, and then we move on to the Marshall Mathers LP, which is my favorite Eminem album.
Yeah, it came out in 2000.
It came out in the year 2000. This is an album that has 2 different versions. Did you know that?
Why do you keep bringing up these different versions? What the fuck? I don't give a shit.
Okay, no, but this one's hilarious.
Okay, is it the UK version again?
No, it's not the UK version. That was stupid. I don't know why I brought that up, but that was completely unnecessary.
Worst tangent ever.
I brought shit up, like, I went backwards to bring up something that had no bearing on anything. But this one, I immediately knew I had to bring up the 2 different versions because it's fucking funny.
Okay, let's
So, there's the explicit version and the edited version. But the thing is, these aren't the same album. They took the song Kim. I'm sure you listened to Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They took the song Kim completely off the edited version. And they replaced it with a song called The Kids.
Did they?
The Kids is
I listened
the entire...
to both, yeah.
You listen to The Kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so The Kids is not on the explicit album, and Kim is not on the edited album.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't know Eminem and you were like, oh, do you want to listen to the song Kim or do you want to listen to the song The Kids? I think a lot of people would be like, oh, I want to hear about the song Kim. I bet it's really personal and touching.
Kim?
Wrong!
Kim's one of my favorite Eminem songs.
Yes.
It fucking passionate. Holy shit.
Yeah, that I got uncomfortable just because like the emotions were just hitting my ears, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like a song. This just sounds like a story with a beat to it, and I'm kind of scared what might happen.
It sounds like I'm listening to domestic abuse, is what Kim sounds like.
Yes.
And Kim is my second favorite song on the album. I'm almost embarrassed to say that, but it's true.
Is your favorite Stan?
My favorite Stan.
Oh, I'm like 3 for 3.
You're doing really good at that. Stan is amazing.
I enjoyed Stan. I think I only maybe heard Stan once or twice beforehand.
Stan is the song where Eminem is fucking scared.
Yep.
And he's scared that his songs might mean more to his fans than they mean to him.
So good.
And he expresses that fear a couple other places, but sometimes he expresses it in terms of like, oh, this is really stupid that this is happening, like in Who Knew?
Mm-hmm. Is that the one with his talking ego? That's what Stan is, right?
Yes. Well, Stan's the one where it's his buddy, or not his buddy, his fan is writing to him.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Who Knew is the one where he's like, who knew that my music had such an effect?
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking about. Sorry, I'm cleared.
Yeah. This album also has Kill You on it, which is a song where he makes a joke about raping his own mother, which usually I would find abhorrent, but it actually made me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem's always had, like, God, saying shaky relationships almost sounds like a compliment. He's had relationships that are pretty much like 8 rounds in a Jenga. And, if you move a piece, even the slightest, that bitch is coming down. And, yeah.
Well, Kill You has that line where he's like, he raped his own mom and we gave him the cover of Rolling Stones.
Yeah, that was really fucked up. But I laughed.
The Way I Am's a great song, obviously.
Yes.
Remember Me, I like Shady's verse, and I like Sticky Fingers' verse.
Yeah.
And Remember Me.
There was also another Ken Kniff skit on this one.
Yeah, we can just fucking ignore that shit. We don't have to ever talk about Ken Kniff. There's a Ken...
things I don't get why.
No one likes Ken Kniff except for Eminem. And, like, this skit was just Ken Kniff blowing the Insane Clown Posse.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh, okay. What did you think of Bitch Please 2 with Dre, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, and X-Bit? I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I've never heard of him either.
Rip in peace, Nate Dogg. We miss you.
Yeah, okay, so Bitch Please 2 is a song that I would have disliked way more if it weren't for Nate Dogg.
Yes.
Nate Dogg
It was nice hearing Dr. Dre rap again. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. Nate Dogg pulled that shit together. I also really like the Marshall Mathers LP, the song Marshall Mathers, where he's like, fuck you boy bands, fuck you NSYNC, fuck you Britney Spears, fuck you Insane Clown Posse, fuck you Vanilla Ice, fuck you Mom, fuck you Kim, I'm out.
Yeah, again, this is in fucking 2000 where he pretty much hated everyone.
Yeah. Some songs I don't like off this album. Under the Influence. That's the song with D12.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Bizarre. I hate Bizarre. I hate Bizarre so much.
Oh, off Amityville?
Yeah. Well, he was on both Under the Influence and Amityville.
Oh, I like Amityville.
And Amityville, I liked Eminem's parts of Amityville, and then Bizarre just came in, and it's like
fit.
He didn't fit at all. But he was like, oh, I ate my mom's pussy while she was asleep, and he sounds so bored while he's saying it.
He probably was bored.
And like Eminem sounds like so much not like so much fun. He sounds like a fucking lunatic, but that's way better.
Yeah, I'd rather take Eminem as a crazy fucking white boy than a probably some black dude that just sounds bored on the track.
He sounds so bored. The only person in D12 that I like besides Eminem is Proof.
I had to remember. I was like, is Proof alive? I'm like, no, wait, Proof's dead.
Proof is dead.
Wow, that was blunt, you dick.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Proof was the only one in D12 besides Eminem that had any fucking talent. And
Yeah.
Bizarre's my
Yeah.
least favorite person. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't care for his parts.
and then there was Criminal. Criminal's good. Criminal's good.
Criminal.
Probably should have come earlier on in the album. It probably shouldn't have been the album closer.
Yeah, you probably could have done. God, what song would you rather have ended on?
Kim. He should have closed it with Kim.
That's fair. Open with Kim, close with Kim. It's on twice. Just in case you forgot how fucking great it was.
We never needed to. Like, none of the skits on either Kanye or Eminem's albums are good.
Why are there even skits? What the fuck?
Well, Kanye's, I like the ones on College Dropout, but none of the other skits on any other album are good at all. I hate them.
I think skits should just be your mama jokes. I'd enjoy
Good.
that. That's my 2 cents.
So I guess we can move on to the Eminem show.
Oh. Is there a Royce the 5'9" song in this? I don't remember.
On Marshall Mathers LP,
No,
I
on
think
the Eminem
he's...
show.
Oh, on the Eminem show? I don't think so. I think there's only like 2 features on the Eminem show. Well, no, there's more than that. But, no, Royce the 5'9" isn't in any of his songs for a while. Thank God.
So if you guys don't know, they're on Eminem's Vivo YouTube channel. There's a thing with him and like Royce and Slaughterhouse, and who else is on there?
Oh, you're talking about the entire, like, the Slaughterhouse Cypher?
Yeah, Yellow Wolf's on there because they're all part of Shady Records.
Yellow Wolf, Crooked Eye, and King Crooked.
Yeah. So Forrest and I were listening to that, and then Royce and M were kind of in the same area rapping because why? And Royce comes up and Forrest goes, "This is my least favorite part of the video." And I just kind of gave him this look, and I was like, "Who knew?" Do you remember what that line was where M just kind of laughs?
I don't.
Oh,
I think
God.
you talked about shooting up a club or something. I don't remember.
He just runs off laughing. Anyway, back on track.
Okay. The Eminem show, this requires a little bit of an introduction.
White America!
Well, that's one way.
That's my intro.
I just wanted to mention, between the time that Marshall Mathers LP came out and this, Eminem started facing legal charges. Like, a lot of fucking legal charges. Including one for, allegedly, pistol whipping a bouncer who he saw caking out with Kim.
Oh, what a beautiful human being. No regrets.
And this album starts out with White America, which is a song where Eminem acknowledges his white privilege, kind of.
Oh, I love White America. It's just so... It makes you want to stand up and yell, "White America," and I'm mixed.
White America! This song...
It's so proud!
It's so pump up, and the song's about how, like... He talks a little bit about his own privilege as a white person, but he doesn't really seem to get it.
Yeah.
But what the song is about is him like, hey, these white people are scared because now rappers look like them. Is the point of this song. I'd like to I forgot to mention during the Marshall Mathers, when I was talking about Marshall Mathers LP, in the song Marshall Mathers, how Eminem was in his late 20s at the time, and thought that a good diss against Insane Clown Posse was calling them faggy, too dope, and silent gay.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And speaking of inaccuracies, we have one of my least favorite songs on the Eminem show, which is Drips.
I don't remember that song, I'll be completely honest.
Drips is the song with Obi Trice. Real name, no gimmicks.
You're not striking any chords.
It's a song about his dick dripping.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It's the song about how him and Obi Trice had sex with the same girl and both contracted AIDS, which apparently made their dick drip, which AIDS doesn't do that? That's syphilis?
So, who is this song for?
Drips?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like, I don't know what the creative process is for like writing songs. I'm not a rapper. But man, I can't imagine going, hey Forrest, I got a song. We both fuck this hooker, and then our dicks strip. Oh yeah, write that down.
I think that girl in the song is supposed to be Kim.
You know, you have like an 80% chance of being right with most songs where they're just kind of like bland, or not bland. Everything, it's not clear who it's about. You can just be like, I think it's about Kim.
There are less songs on the Eminem show that I really like than on Marshall Mathers and Slim Shady LP.
I like Clean Out My Closet. I like Soldier, Superman, Haley's song. I like those songs.
Well, the songs that I really like. And I really like White America. I really like Cleaning Out My Closet.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Say Goodbye to Hollywood.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I really like Without Me. And I really didn't like, well, when I first heard it, I really didn't like Haley's song, but that song's grown on me.
Really? You didn't like that song?
No, I didn't like it when I first heard it, but I like it now.
Wait, why is there a Japanese collector's box bonus DVD? What the fuck is this? I'm on the Wikipedia because I have to remember what the tracks are, and underneath the track list, it just says Japanese collector's box bonus DVD.
They really liked Eminem in Japan. Really.
I can imagine like some I don't know, 17-year-old Jays all bumping White America. I'm living a good time.
Let's talk about a song that you said that you liked that I really don't like, and that's Superman.
Do you like Superman?
No, I don't like Superman at all. It's just Eminem, and it's him talking about how he doesn't respect women, whatever. He does that in a lot of songs.
Yeah.
But he doesn't sound like he's having fun and not respecting women anymore.
Well, he kind of sounds like aggressive, but at the same time, he's kind of I don't know, he sounds really like phobic to like relationships.
He's being more of a dick in Superman, I think. More of like a real, like, I'm just an asshole in Superman than he is in some of his other songs. Or some of his other songs, he's like, I'm crazy, I'm nuts, I say offensive things. Where Superman's more, like, slow-paced and tuned down, so he just sounds like he's a fucking prick.
Appreciate that.
You
gotta tell how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Even if you do sound a little, makes you kind of a hyper-misogynist.
And I like Sing for the Moment, but I do like to mention where in Sing for the Moment he says, you're full of shit too, Guerrera. That was a fist that hit you. When he mentions that he pistol whipped him multiple times in the album.
What was that about, legal charges?
Yeah, it's about how he's getting sued for pistol whipping this bouncer named Guerrera. And he says, you're full of shit too, Guerrero. That was a fist that hit you. But he says in multiple points in this album that he pistol whipped him.
Yeah, but that song also, yeah. That, why hide it when you can just put it in a song and be blunt?
And, like, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, he's like, I'm not touching guns anymore. I did my shit with guns, and now I don't want to see him anymore. And I'm like, or did you not do shit with guns, like you said in Sing for the Moment?
That's pretty fair. I'll give you that. We can call up Eminem and we can tell him he's been caught.
He has been caught. I don't even care about Square Dance. Who gives a shit about his beef with cannabis? Who cares?
When does the whole beef start with Mariah Carey? When does that start? That's like, what, 2005? No, this is like 2000. Actually, I don't know.
He mentions Mariah Carey in this album, I think. So I think it was before this.
Oh, God, when?
I have no idea. I will say, I did think that Lose Yourself would be on this album. And I'm very surprised that it isn't.
Isn't it on his next one?
I don't think so. Like, I don't think it's on Encore, because I don't remember there being any good songs on Encore.
We don't have to talk about Encore.
We do, just not now.
I don't want to talk about Encore.
Neither do I, but we have to.
Oh, here we go. I don't want to do Bad Meets Evil. I don't want to do Encore.
Neither of us want to do Encore, though.
I really don't want to do Encore for us.
You're right.
Please. First, please.
Look, neither of us want to do Encore, but we both have to do Encore. We can discuss this off fucking mic, but we are talking about the Eminem show right now. Till I Collapse, he brings back Nate Dogg. Yay, Nate Dogg.
Rip in peace.
Nate Dogg's amazing. I love Nate Dogg.
After hearing Nate Dogg off all these albums, I was thinking to myself, why don't I listen to more Nate Dogg? Like, what's wrong with me?
I find myself thinking that a lot. Nate Dogg's very, very good. He's very good on these two albums. He's very good on 21 Questions, which is a song that I don't really like, but by 50 Cent. And God, he's really good on everything I've heard him on.
Rip in peace. Why did the young die good? Wait,
and
no,
yeah.
I have that backwards. Oh well.
And he also has My Dad's Gone Crazy on this album, which is a song where he brings Haley into the studio again, and I don't know why.
If you've never listened to Eminem, I can bet you $10,000 that Eminem does not like his dad.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's just common knowledge.
My Dad's Gone Crazy is not about his dad, though. It's about him in through the lens of Haley.
Yeah, I know, but that just reminds me of, like, all the times I heard Eminem just fucking destroy what the image of his father is.
Oh, and even though I said that we don't need to mention him again, he ends the album with Ken Kniff.
Does he?
Yeah, and Curtains Close skit. The very end of the album is Ken Kniff coming back.
I think I saw the length and I was like, I'm not listening to another fucking skit. So I didn't listen to that one. Yay me.
Well, you missed the Ken Kniff skit of this album.
I don't think I've ever actually listened to No, wait, I have. Not Encore. Not Encore.
The one we're listening to now, the Eminem show?
No, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever actually listened all the way through Relapse. But that made me think, what if Encore was just a bunch of Ken Knaff skits? Or shall never.
It would be even worse than it is.
Like every song, there's a Ken Knaff skit.
Oh, if you've never listened to fucking Relapse, you have a fucking treat ahead of you.
I know. I've only heard a few songs off Relapse.
Relapse is not quite as bad as Encore, but God.
We're getting off track again, but I just will say, I got through like a few songs of Relapse, and I was like, yeah, I'll wait till the next one. Wait till the next album. And then Recovery saved me. I don't like love Recovery, but I was like, this is so much better. Recovery
is so much better than Relapse.
So out of these three, which one do you think is the best, like production-wise, emotional-wise?
I think that my favorite is Marshall Mathers LP, but I think that the Eminem show is probably technically better.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way.
I mean, Marshall Mathers LP came out at just the right time in my life, and I really liked it. What
fucking album is Lose Yourself even on?
I think it's on the 8 Mile soundtrack. I don't think it's on its own album.
Oh, I was like, fucking real Eminem fan over here doesn't know shit.
So I guess we're gonna be talking about. I guess we're never gonna be talking about Lose Yourself because it's not on any albums that he has. Just on the 8 Mile soundtrack.
I mean, we can just talk about Lose Yourself. We've got a few minutes.
We could also talk about 8 Mile, but I haven't watched that movie in a million years.
Dude, I've seen that movie plenty of times. What do you need to know?
I don't need to know anything.
Hands weak, palms sweaty.
Spaghetti.
I knew you were gonna do it. The whole crowd goes spaghetti. I love that edit.
So stupid. I can't even think of the lyrics of Lose Yourself without thinking of the Weird Al version or the spaghetti thing.
Amazing. I'm glad the internet has influenced you in such a way.
It's ruined me.
Oh, man.
And I remember really liking the movie 8 Mile, but I have not watched it since.
One of my favorite parts about 8 Mile is that Eminem's like, yeah, this isn't about me. I was like, dude, this is loosely based off your life. This pretty much is
this
you.
is totally about you. Are you shitting me?
It's Detroit. Proof's in it. You're in it. Like...
oh god, and like he did make up to his mom on the newest album, but on this one he has some severe issues with his mom still.
Oh, that's a song with the dude from Fun, Nate, whatever his name is, Nate Dogg.
No, Nate Dogg wasn't on the new album. R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
No, I was saying, what if Nate Dogg was part of Fun? What a weird sounding collab. What's the song called?
We're just fucking around killing time right now.
Okay, so what do you think, like, the highs and lows like the strengths of Eminem at this time was? Was it just the shit he was going through?
The strength of Eminem at this time was how fucking clever he is. Like how clever and funny he could be was his strength.
I agree. You hear a lot of people say, "Man, Eminem's not as like he's not offensively like witty as he used to be," and I see why now.
It's his flow is great. He has a great flow. His production's not that great usually, but
are you blaming Dre for that?
Ish.
Okay.
He makes some of his own beats. But yeah, I do like Haley's song now. It took me a while, but I got into it and I like it a lot now.
I think for me, I think it's a lot what you said. I've never been a fan of like Eminem's like kind of high pitched like sneakery voice. I like when he's a lot more just blunt, aggressive, and then he sneaks it in.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of threw me off when I went back and listened to all this. I was like, man, he kind of does that annoying asshole voice a lot, and it's like. But that's what he was going for. He was trying to be a prick and like agitate you, and that's pretty genius.
And I will say, Haley's song is the best song he's ever written for Haley.
Yes, I can't argue that because I can't think of any off the top of my head unless I've listened to them all.
Yeah, well, we'll be getting.
Besides her just being mentioned in songs.
We'll be getting into more in encore recovery territory.
I don't know. I think Bonnie and Clyde might be better.
Bonnie and Clyde. Well, no. Bonnie and Clyde's a better song. I don't know if that's like if that counts, but I like Bonnie and Clyde a lot.
But that's the whole song is about like him talking to Haley about like, oh look, mommy's just going for a swim.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Say goodbye to mommy.
I will give you that. Oh, and I think there's some diss track stuff in Say What You Say. Like that's him and Dr. Dre doing a diss track thing to somebody. And as little as I care about Eminem's beefs, I care less about Dr. Dre's.
So everyone's like, oh man, Dr. Dre doesn't rap anymore. He's just a producer, but you don't even like his producing.
Yeah, I'm not a big Dr. Dre fan, to be fair.
All right. I'll get you some Beats for your birthday.
Beats by Dre headphones.
Yeah, I'll get you some Beats.
I like. God damn it!
Can I get you the pill?
I don't dislike Dr. Dre. I just don't think that he's as good as everyone else does.
He's a mentor.
He was the worst part of NWA, and then he went on to sign some really good people and have them ghostwrite for him.
And then make a fuck ton of profit out them too.
Oh yeah, no, he's rich. He's rich as all fuck now.
Yeah, you know, I always ask because my dad likes he listens to a lot of like old rap music too. I always ask him like, Dad, do you think Dr. Dre will rapping? And he's like, no, I think Dr. Dre is kind of like him and Lil Wayne are. This is weird to say, but him and Lil Wayne are kind of in the same boat where they're just more kind of like guiding this newer generation of like rap and hip hop. And
I don't know if Lil Wayne's doing that so much anymore. Like Lil Wayne,
he's pretty young money.
Every super influential rapper discovers another rapper at some point. Like Eminem discovered 50 Cent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Dr. Dre discovered Eminem. Eminem discovered 50 Cent. Lil Wayne discovered Drake. Kanye West discovered Paul McCartney.
Oh shit, I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, Kanye West, what the hell? Will Smith inspired Jaden Smith.
Well, Kanye West kind of discovered Nicki Minaj, and that the first time she started gaining a lot of notoriety was in her birth.
Akon started, I think Akon helped start Lady Gaga.
Did he? And I wouldn't call Akon super influential.
Well, I think Poker Face was produced by Akon. I could be wrong, and people could call me on, but I think Akon is on one of her first singles.
I forget that Akon's a person that exists.
He doesn't do... Oh shit, I just got Akon and Neo confused for a second. I was gonna say Akon's on that song with Pitbull a lot. I'm like, no, that's Neo.
Yeah, I forget Neo's still alive too.
Ooh, are we gonna do a Pitbull podcast?
Oh my god, we might have to do a Pitbull podcast. But so yeah, a little bit of a. So right now we're just doing Eminem and Kanye West. We might do one of these for Jay-Z, but that's so much music. That's so much fucking music. We might also do Outkast. I'm not sure.
What? Yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah, I haven't brought any of this up to you. I'm just saying this now, and none of it means anything.
I mean, if we're just throwing out musical artists, I maybe want to do the Gorillaz and maybe maybe Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth?
Just for the nostalgia.
Oh God, I'd have to listen to Smash Mouth's album.
I think Forrest. Oh, well, you brought up the rule that we're not gonna we're gonna do artists that are kind of out of their prime.
Yeah, we're gonna do artists. I mean, that sounds a little weird because Kanye West is still doing things and still considered one of the greats and still working up. But I think we're gonna mostly try to do artists that are past what I think their best album is.
Yeah, and I'm going off completely what you say. I'm almost in this because you do more music than I do. So no Kendrick Lamar, no Tyler, no Childish Gambino. All artists we like, but we just can't do because.
Yeah, well, Childish Gambino said he might be done rapping, and I want to see how that develops, and if that actually develops in him quitting rapping, we might do a Childish Gambino episode.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd nerdgasm all over that.
Yeah, and Tyler, the Creator, also said he might quit, and I don't know how that's going to develop, but if he does, might also do a Tyler, the Creator episode.
A podcast on artists who stopped too young.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what
so
that
young.
is.
So much ahead of him. Kendrick Lamar is not fucking going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, same with Macklemore.
Yeah.
Do anything else we want to say about Kanye? Since we kind of went on from Eminem. Do anything else for Kanye?
No. The next part, we're probably going to be really mean to Eminem. And we're probably not actually going to be that mean to Kanye because I don't think Kanye has done as poorly as Eminem has these past few years.
I think I might be a little bit more critical on Kanye just because I think I get Kanye's music more than I do Eminem's. I'm not really about the whole aggressive asshole part of music. I'll listen to it, but I've always liked Kanye's cleverness more than Eminem's, which is a weird thing to say, but... Yeah, we're probably going to be a little mean to Eminem. A little mean. We're going to be pretty mean to Encore. We're going to be pretty mean to Relapse. I like Recovery. Are we just going up to Recovery, or are we going...
We're going to do March Mathers.
LP2? Okay.
Yeah.
I like two off of those. I like Recovery. I like the March Mathers LP2. And then for Kanye, we're doing what? Yeezus, Watch the Throne...
808 Heartbreak, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Again, I think I like... Did you listen to Yeezus?
I have listened to Yeezus.
I thought last time I talked to you about that, you hadn't listened to Yeezus.
I have, I like some of it.
Okay, well, I think that more or less concludes this part one of Kanye and Eminem. If you didn't like our opinions, well...
Sorry, we got a little rambly near the end. We might cut it up. I don't know how you're gonna edit it, but yeah.
There's gonna be some gameplay of Sneak Teen, maybe.
Whoops, that's not gonna happen.
You want to edit?
Okay, well, sure. Maybe some gameplay of Sneak King.
Winky face.
We'll. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who's gonna watch these. See whoever you are next time if you're still listening.
Oh my god, that sounded so sad. Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Why do we have to listen to Encore, Forrest?
Michael, the reason I wanted to do Eminem as well is because Eminem has such a clearly defined fall from grace. Where you can just point to it and go, that's where.
That's where.
That's where he started sucking.
Oh, man. God damn it.
It's not like Relapse is that much better.
Both. It's a weird thing to say that Relapse is better. It's a weird reality where one is better than the other. It almost doesn't seem fitting.
So bad. They're such bad albums.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you next time. You're just gonna laugh or you're gonna say bye?
Bye. I didn't know we were still going.
We cut out this part just to say bye. Bye. Yeah, I can just cut the rest of that out. Wait,
Yeah.
say bye so I can add in a bye at the very end.